Welcome friends, let us see this question. This question says 2-point charge Q1 and Q2. See, this is your charge Q1, this is your charge Q2 are located at a distance of 0.2 meters apart as shown above. So the point Q2 is from this point O is 0.2 meters, right? And Q1 is plus 8 microcoulomb, and we don't know the value of Q2. The net electric field is 0 at point P. This is the point P, and the electric field at this point is 0. And this point P is located 0.40 meters from Q1. So that is the point 0. From point G, point P is 0.4 meter away and 0.2 meter from Q2 as shown in figure. Determine the magnitude and sign of the charge Q2. So let's see. The first part, we have to find the magnitude and the sign of Q2, right? Since the electric field at point P is 0, how is it possible? Let us see. Since Q1 is positive, so electric field due to this Q1 will be in this direction, right? So this will be EQ1, electric field due to point Q1, charge Q1, right? So to cancel this electric field, there must be an electric field in reverse direction, right? So we want a electric field in reverse direction. We want an electric field in left hand side direction to cancel this EQ1. So we can think, so Q2 should be your negative charge, right? So if Q2 will be negative, the electric field due to this Q2 will be in this direction. So after cancellation, both the electric field, the net electric field may becomes 0. So the sign of Q2 will be negative, right? Now let us calculate its magnitude. To calculate its magnitude, we have to cancel electric field due to charge Q1. So we can apply the electric field due to Q1 should be equal to electric field due to charge Q2. The magnitude of both the electric field should be same. Let us calculate it. So this will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, right? Q1 upon 0.4 r square is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 upon 0.2 whole square, right? The distance between Q2 and this point P is 0.2, right? So this will be cancel out. So Q2 will be equal to 0.2 whole square upon 0.4 whole square into Q1. So after solving this, we can find this will be 0.2 upon 0.4 whole square into Q1 is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 6. So this will be cancel out. This will be 1 by 2, squaring get 1 by 4 into 8 into 10 raised to power minus 6. This will be 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6, or we can say 2 microcoulomb. So the value of Q2 is exactly, we can say the value of Q2 should be equal to minus 2 microcoulomb, right? We get the answer of first part. Let us see its second part. Determine the magnitude and direction of the net force on charge Q1, right? We have to find the net force on charge Q1. Let us see in next slide. Just a minute. See, we have to find the magnitude and direction of the net force on charge Q1. So net force, how we can find net force? The electric force, the formula of electric force Fe, that is the electric force, is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 upon r square, right? So what is the magnitude and direction of the net force on charge q1? So this will be, since this is the positive charge, this is the negative charge, so then force is attractive, right? Force is attractive in nature. This will be towards each other, right? The direction of force will be towards each other, and the magnitude will be 9 into 10 raised to power 9 q1. We know the value of q1, that is the 8 into 10 to the power minus 6, into we know the value of q2, that is 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 6, and the distance between them is 0.2. So this is the 0.2 whole square. So after solving this, the value will be 3.6 Newton towards right, as you can see in the diagram, towards the right. So this completes our part B. This will be also the net force, because there is no any other charge, there is the only charge q2, so the force due to q2 will be your net force. There is no any other force, so this is our answer. Let us discuss part C. Part C says calculate the electrostatic potential energy of the system. We have to find electrostatic potential energy. We have to find electrostatic potential energy. We know the value of electrostatic potential energy is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 upon r, right? This is the electrostatic potential energy. Let us apply it. So this is 9 into 10 raised to power 9. This is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 6 into minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6 divided by 0.2. In this formula we have to apply put the value of q1 and q2 with proper sign, right? So after putting this, we will get the electrostatic potential energy as minus 0.72 joule. This minus sign indicates this is a stable system, this is under a attractive force, right? So next part, that is the part D. Let us see. Determine the coordinates of point R on x-axis between the two charges at which the electric potential is 0, right? We have to find any point R between the two charges, that is the q1 and q2, at which, right, the electric potential is 0, right? We know electric potential is a scalar quantity. Electric potential is simple a scalar quantity. We have to add simply like a scalar addition, and we have to equate it 0. Potential at point R, let us suppose this is a point R at a distance x, right? So from here it will be 0.2 minus x, right? So the potential due to q1 at point R, potential due to q2 at point R, and both the potential will be equal to 0. Let us see. So we can switch. Let us suppose our point R, and we assume this is at a distance x from q1, and this is 0.2 minus x meters away from q2. So potential at point R will be potential due to q1 plus potential due to q2. What will be the potential? Potential will be k q by r, right? This is the formula, right? So k q1 by r1 plus k q2 by r2, and it should be equal to 0. Let us apply the formula, apply the values. So k q1 is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb upon r1 is x, plus k q2 is minus 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulombs upon 0.2 minus x should be equal to 0. When we will solve this, k 8 into 10 raised to power minus 6 divided by x is equal to k 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6 divided by 0.2 minus x. Both the k will cancel out, and after solving this, 10 raised to minus 6, 10 raised to minus 6 cancel out, 2 say 4 times. So after solving this, we will get the value of x is equal to 0.16 meters, right? This is the value of x. We get the value of x. And the last part, how much work is needed to bring an electron from infinity to point R, which was determined in the previous part. So we have to bring an electron from infinity to this point R, right? To this point R till here. And what is the work done? We know, we have seen in the previous question also, the work done when we bring any charge from in one point to another point is what? Is calculated as, let's see, work done when we move any charge from point 1 to 2 is equal to Q into potential of 2 minus potential of 1, and this is the work done due to applied force. Please note, this is the work done due to applied force. We have to find work done when we move an electron from infinity to point R, right? So its answer will be Q into potential of R minus potential of infinity, and potential of infinity is basically 0. Potential of infinity is basically 0, so we have to write Q, and VR is also 0. We know the potential at point R is 0. In the question it is given the potential at point R was 0. Please note, so this will be 0 minus 0, so this will be 0, so there will be no work done, right? So this completes our question here. So I hope you understand this question very well. So if you like our video, our channel, please subscribe it, please share it, and please press the bell icon to get all the notifications. Thanks for watching.